All right, altered chords. Now these chords are a lot different from some of the ones that we learned earlier, like the major nines or the minor 11s. They're different because they're used as passing chords, as transportation to take you to some of those chords that I just described, like the major nines or minor 11s. So they're very valuable when it comes to filling in the gaps and doing things to take you to some of those chords. You will see in some of the DVDs later on, but right now what I'm going to talk about is the dominant 7th, sharp 9, sharp 5, and the dominant 7, flat 9, sharp 5, okay? So in naming this chord, we have to start with the pure basics with the root. All right, we got C, E, and G, and then we're going to add the dominant 7, because remember, this is a dominant 7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Okay? Now let's find the 9, the regular 9 first. Okay? So we have everything we need, all the tools we need to actually create this altered chord, all right? So we have the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, and the 9. And this is the dominant 7. Keep that in mind. So the first thing we need to do is sharp the 9, which is D. This is our 9, and we sharp that. All right, so that's the first step. Then the next thing we said was a sharp 9, sharp 5. So you also have to sharp the 5. Now that gives you this chord. We have E, A flat, B flat, and E flat. But since this is sharped, you would call this G sharp, okay? So we got E, G sharp, B flat, and then we have D sharp, all right? So that's more of the technical way to spell this chord. I know some people are like, you're using flats and sharps, but technically, you know, that's how it is because we said we're sharpening the 5 and we're sharpening the 9. So that's how it is. And this is a common chord progression using in various keys to actually go to different minor chords. Like if you were in the key of A flat and you were going to F minor, that would be a nice chord to use. Or you can take it to like a D flat major 9 too. But notice that it's a passing chord to take you either from a minor chord or to a major chord. Okay, so that's really the idea behind it. So this is a very beautiful chord. It's very nice. And there's also the other chord that I showed you that it's just a little different. It's kind of like all you're doing is lowering the last note in the chord, but you'll see. Let's check it out. So let's look at the flat 9, okay? So this was the sharp 9, sharp 5, and we already got the structure behind that. So all you got to do is instead of sharpening the 9, you flat the 9. So now we have D flat. And this same chord can be used to go to, like I said, the minor or to the major. It just depends on the melody that you're using. The melody, of course, on top of this chord is D flat. But the melody on top of this one is E flat. So that's when you're using melody and different things. But passing chords are very powerful. You're going to find them very useful, especially when there are songs that you can improvise because there's a lot of space in between the chords, and just the usage of this particular chord right here is going to be really valuable to you. All right, so if we want to take this to another key, all we got to do is take the same concept, starting with the root. Let's go to the key of F. I like to go in fourths because you're going to find yourself actually going in fourths when you play a lot of songs. So this is going to be helpful to you in the long run. So let's look at the key of F. All right, so the key of F would be, you should know the scale, the F major scale. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the root, which is F, A, and C. And then we're going to add the dominant 7. And then we're going to add the 9. All right, so this is a 7, sharp 9, sharp 5 chord. So what we have to do is do what it says, sharp the 9. So we're going to sharp the 9. All right, so instead of playing G, which is the 9, we're going to play G sharp. And then we're going to sharp the 5 too as well, which is C. So now we have this chord, and it's used the same way. All right, so it's a very nice passing chord, and just take the same concept for the flat 9. All you got to do, we have the sharp 9, sharp 5. Everything else will be the same, but it's going to be a flat 9. So all you would do is flat the 9. Same concept. All right, very nice passing chord. So these are the altered chords that I wanted to show you because they're going to be the ones that you find the most useful and that you're going to see a lot of times in the Gospel Music Training Center. A lot of different videos you're going to see sharp 5, sharp 9 chords, flat 9, sharp 5 chords. Very important things that you need to know. And if you study this and learn it in all 12 keys, you're going to find yourself breezing through some of the most difficult songs that may sound difficult to you, but it's a lot of passing chords, a lot of things that we've covered in all the chord sections, all right? So that's it for chord counting. We're going to see you in the next section after Jermaine wraps everything up.